All right. What's up, y'all, man? Let's get right into this one, right? So we got the fight this weekend, Canelo versus Munguía. Right off the rip, bro, is it just me or does it seem like there's no buzz around this fight? You know what I'm saying? It seems like nobody's talking about this fight, bro. For this to be a Canelo fight, like I said, bro, there's no buzz. It's not like in the past where Canelo was fighting and people were talking about it and people were hyped to see this shit, bro. People were excited. It seems like with this fight, it's just kind of coasting under the radar, man. And I think I know why, because these guys in the press conferences are real respectful to each other. There's no build up there. There's nothing to get the fans excited. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being respectful and all that shit, but it's just everything all around. It's just there's nothing to build up this fight. I think the fans are kind of noticing, bro. Like, not noticing because I think they've been noticed already, but I just think that fans are getting kind of tired of these type of fights from Canelo, to where we already know who's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty evident. We all know that Canelo's gonna probably knock out Munguía. This fight, let's just call it what it is, bro. It's another cherry pick from Canelo. Munguía, he's a decent fighter, but who has Munguía fought, bro, at that level? You know what I'm saying? Munguia's got a lot of fights, bro, but it's a difference between you running through a bunch of nobodies and then you coming up to these elite levels and fighting somebody like Canelo. Munguia's gonna be in for a rude awakening, man. And I think he's gonna get knocked out, bro. I see a lot of flaws in Munguia's game, bro. He doesn't really seem like an elite fighter to me. He's a very tough fighter, don't get me wrong. He's a very tough fighter, and I could see why he's undefeated, right? He's a strong fighter. He's big. He's got a lot of attributes, right? But skill-wise, he lacks a lot of things, bro. His defense is very, very bad. It's it's a very poor defense. He does got a lot of attributes too. He brings pressure and a lot of good things, but I think against somebody like Canelo, bro, it's not going to be enough. All the things that have brought him to this level for him to have been unbeaten this whole time. I think it's going to end here with Canelo. Canelo's going to expose him. But yeah, when it comes to this fight, it's pretty evident, bro. I don't think nobody's picking Munguía to win this fight, except for a very few amount of people that probably can't see these type of things, But I just see it, bro. I see this matchup, and I just see a huge mismatch. And that's pretty much, to keep it real with you, bro, this is pretty much what Canelo fights are these days. They're just mismatches, right? And it's like I said, I think people are getting tired of that shit, of seeing fights from Canelo to where everybody knows who's going to win, When it comes to that level that Canelo is on and a few of these other boxers are on, like I just said it, bro, there's only a few fighters up there that could give Canelo a run for his money. But see, the thing is that Canelo won't fight these guys because he doesn't want that seems like he doesn't want to take on that challenge, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to lose, of course, bro. He doesn't want to take away from his image as being the greatest boxer in the world and this and that. But I just think at the end of the day, bro, he's doing himself more harm than good. I could see that he wants to keep his image. And it's kind of tripped out because people look at Canelo like if he's some undefeated fighter, you know what I'm saying? And I think Canelo still looks at himself in that way too. But, I mean, he's not, bro. He's got a couple of losses. He could have had a couple more. There's a lot of people think that he lost a couple of those Golovkin fights. And, it is what it is, right? I'm not going to get into that shit. But I just think Canelo was doing more harm to himself taking on these kinds of fights, bro, because I think people are just getting tired of this shit. Now, let's break down the fight, right? Canelo's going to knock out Munguía, man. Canelo's going to knock him out. Like I said, Munguía lacks defense, man, big time. Munguía seems to be a fighter that he doesn't have balance, bro. He's kind of slow, bro, to be honest with you, man. He's kind of slow, and this is why I think Canelo's going to expose him and probably knock him out. Now, does Munguía have a shot to win? Of course, bro. This is boxing. Every fighter has a shot to win. But just going based off what you're looking at and based off of the skills of these fighters, it's a very long shot that he has. Of course, he could always. He's got the power, bro. He's got that equalizer. So if he could manage to probably land something on Canelo, maybe he might buzz him or stun him. But I mean, let's keep it real, bro. Canelo's got one of the best chins in boxing, and there's nothing that I see from Munguía that tells me that he's got a shot at winning this fight. And of course, like any other fight, bro, they're gonna build it up and they're gonna try to make it seem like it's a good fight and this and that. But I mean, come on, man, let's keep it real, bro. This is a mismatch all the way, man. And like I was telling y'all, bro, there's only a very few amount of fighters that could probably give Canelo problems at 168, and Canelo is not fighting those guys. So um, the rest of these guys that he does decide to fight, bro, he's gonna run through them because they're not on that level of competition that could give Canelo problems. Canelo is a very, very elite fighter. I would never take that shit away from him, but he's a very elite fighter that picks on lower level of competition, right? He doesn't pick on the guys that are on his same level. That's kind of the problem with Canelo and these fights that he makes. Now, me personally, bro, I would like to see Canelo test himself, and that's why I give Canelo a lot of shit, because it's like, you got to test yourself and prove your greatness, bro. We don't want to see you keep beating up on these lower level fighters, man. We want to see that greatness come out of you, bro. Test yourself against somebody like Morrell, against somebody like Benavidez, those kind of fighters, bro. So we could really see what you're made of, so we could really judge you, bro. You take on some of these guys, like, even like a Golovkin, bro. When he took on Golovkin, those were some good ass fights, you know what I'm saying? And they brought the best out of Canelo. And it's not like, me personally, it's not like I want to see him lose against these guys, bro. I just want to see good boxing fights and the best being brought out of these boxers, because at the same time, I know that if Canelo fights somebody like Benavidez or somebody like Morrell, he's going to bring out the best in those guys, and this is what boxing should be about, bro. It's the best bringing out the best out of each other, So, this is why I just think that like I said, there's only a very few amount of fighters that could give Canelo problems, bro, and he's not fighting those guys, man. And we're stuck with these kind of fights to where we already know what's gonna happen, and they're kind of boring, and that's why I think that there's no build up around this fight, But yeah, this fight is gonna be this weekend. We'll see how it goes, bro. If I had to make a prediction for this fight, right off rip, I could tell you guys that Canelo's gonna knock out Munguía. He's gonna knock out Munguía, or I don't know, right? I don't know. I gotta think about. I haven't thought about this shit. I'm just, I'm just going off the top of my head right here. But and I said I gotta think about it because we all know that Canelo, he's not the same fighter that he was, and it's not because he's old, bro. It's not because Canelo's young as hell. I just think it's his lifestyle. That lifestyle that he's living. I just think he don't got that same hunger or something. But it's not because he's old, so people gotta stop saying that shit. Canelo is in no way old. He should still be in his prime, taking on tough challenges, but for some weird reason he's kind of fallen off a little bit. Kind of been seeing him in his camps, and he does look kind of slow, bro. He looks kind of slow, like kind of worn out, sluggish, well, I don't know what's going on there, right? But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. I'll give you guys a prediction. Let me think about what might happen in this fight, and I'll give you guys a prediction for it. But go ahead and leave it down in the comment sections. I'm curious to know how many of you guys actually think that Munguía is gonna win this fight. And it's cool, right? If you guys think he's gonna win the fight, it's cool. But me personally, bro, I just don't see it. I don't see it at all, man. Whether it's knockout or decision, Canelo's gonna take this thing. I heard a lot of people were saying that people are thinking that they might rob Canelo and pass the torch to Munguía as that next Mexican fighter, but I seriously doubt that, bro. Munguía doesn't have what it takes to be that next Mexican fighter. When it comes to people trying to push the next Mexican fighter, it's gonna take something different, something special. Like Canelo, for example. Canelo was this redheaded, kind of different looking Mexican. So that's why they were able to market him so good, bro, and really push him, because he had that it factor about him. And when it comes to Munguía, bro, I don't think he's got it. He just doesn't got something like that. So I don't think a robbery or a passing of the torch to Munguía is gonna happen. So but yeah, but go ahead and leave it down in the comment section, man. Let me know what you guys think about the fight. Is it another cherry pick in your guys' opinion? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a decent fight, bro. Of course, out of all the fights that could have happened, it's one of the better choices, man. You know, better than a Charlo for sure, or a Berlanga or some crazy shit like that, right? But in my opinion, it's still a cherry pick, and we'll see what happens, right? Go ahead and leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. But that's it for me, you guys. You know, I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.